Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of the Referral Wave, the Sunny Coast very own BNI podcast. My name is Tony Cross and by day my business Drive Connect. I'm in the BNI Business Sunrise chapter, but today I'm at the BNI National Conference and I'm joined with none other than Pauline from the BNI Foundation, and we're going to give you a bit of an insight into what the BNI Foundation does. Welcome Pauline.
Thanks for having me, Tony.
No worries at all. Can you give us a brief overview of what the foundation does?
Yeah. So the BNI Foundation is a charity with our mission is to support children's education. So what we do is we locate schools and charities that actually help disadvantaged kids access education, and we provide funding or goods and services to further the mission.
Oh, that's fantastic. And how long has the foundation been going in Australia?
We started in November 2019. So what? We're just on not
Yep.
quite 6 years.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
And I saw last night at the awards dinner that you've had a few projects already and been helping out lots of schools and
Yes. So each national conference we do one specific project.
oh, yeah.
So this year we did one for a local school called Carroll Park. So what happens is a BNI member refers the school, then I make contact with the school. I make sure they meet our eligibility criteria.
Yep.
Once they do, then we discuss what obstacles they're having. And they have, the sports teacher was not happy with their sport equipment,
Yep.
wasn't able to teach the way he had wanted to teach, so kids were missing out. So we funded them with sporting equipment.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
And so it can be a school anywhere in Australia.
Correct.
You choose one for each.
As long as it's in Australia.
Yeah, as long as in Australia. So, I mean, do you try and do it where the national conference is around that area? Because Carroll Park's near here, obviously.
Yes, yeah. So we specifically get one in the area of the national conference, but throughout the year, it's wherever the schools come up.
Yeah, so it's not just limited to national conference time. You can come up with it from anywhere.
So I'm from Perth, and recently we funded a STEM project for a science teacher in a school in South Perth.
Oh, excellent.
Doing really cool virtual reality artwork and on YouTube, and kids are amazed, and they're all attending.
Yes.
So they're coming to school, and that's how we get them to learn.
Yep. So the foundation it's based around schools and education. So
Correct.
it's giving back to that sort of sector, not
Correct.
just any sort of charity, but in falling in line, I guess, with BNI's philosophy and education and everything as well, isn't it?
Exactly. And also, these kids are going to be our future business leaders.
Correct.
So as a community and business leaders, we actually have a duty to our local kids to make sure that they're ready and capable of taking on our businesses when we go.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's a great philosophy. Now, I believe you have a board of directors as well.
Yes.
Yep. Can you explain a little bit how that process works?
So we've got 6 people on our board of directors. I was previously the chair. I stepped down recently.
Yep.
And they're from BNI. So we have a couple of executive directors and a couple of members on the board. So they just make sure that we're, doing the governance, making sure that we're funding whoever we're allowed to be funding and monitoring financial services and our growth where we want to go.
Making sure it all goes well. Now, how can a normal BNI member donate to the BNI Foundation? Like, how do we get involved?
Yeah, that'd be great. That's a great question. So we have a website, so www.bnifoundation.com.au.
Yep.
So you can donate on there.
Yep.
Or you can give myself or my counterpart, Nika Bassaran, a call.
Yep.
And we can point you in the right direction if you want to actually be referring a school or you want to be supporting a specific school.
Yep. Yeah. And so members can just go online there and just make one-off donations, or can they subscribe monthly? Or
we have a few. North Queensland's been great.
Yep.
We have quite a few North Queenslanders that are giving money quite regularly. So.
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And do you have a goal on how much you want to raise a year? Like
this year we were shooting for 50,000.
Yep.
Yep. I haven't heard because I'm not on the board anymore, but I'm presuming next year they'll be looking at about 70.
Yeah. That's fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
And so tell us about what's happening tomorrow morning. We've got all these lovely red shirts.
So we're doing a walk and talk. So this actually started at the global level.
Yep.
So the first foundation is called BNI Foundation Worldwide.
Yep.
And every country now they're trying to promote to have a foundation. I think we're up to 15 internationally.
Oh,
and
fantastic.
At the global conference, they do this walk and talk. So they get to walk with the chairperson from the board and other volunteers on their foundation. Yeah.
Oh,
So that's what
great.
so we started it last year, and yeah, so it's carrying on this year. So you buy a shirt and then pay $5 to join us on the walk.
And go on the walk. So
Yeah.
tomorrow morning around Brisbane, folks, there's going to be
Yeah.
a red
Lots
brigade.
of red shirts.
Yeah, red brigade wandering the
People
streets.
stop and look.
Yeah,
Yeah, they all
definitely.
wonder what's going
Yeah,
on.
what's that about? What's that
Yeah.
about? Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So I know you're not on the board, but you know you started this whole
Yeah.
thing off.
I did.
What's the end goal, the dream? Where
Oh,
did you have something in
gosh.
mind, or?
Um, yes. We just my end goal and the board's original end goal is that schools know they can come to us when they need something.
Right.
Yeah, because schools have so many obstacles to overcome that often they can't teach the way they want to teach.
Yep.
So the end goal is that it becomes routine for people to call us, for schools to call us and
Yep.
say, look, how can we help?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sort of take it for granted a little bit. You think being a school, they would just have, everything that they needed to do.
That's right.
So
And
in some respects, you think, well, how come they don't have all the right stuff?
that's right. And being Australia, we're a relatively wealthy country.
Yeah.
But there's pockets. We funded a school recently that didn't have drinkable running water.
Really?
Yeah.
A government school
Yeah.
here in
So
Australia.
they got referenced to us and referred to us. I'm sorry. And they had been saving money, and they had all this infrastructure finally put in. But then the electrics didn't work for where they had the fountains.
Yeah.
And then the poor principal, she needed another 3,500, and that's when the referral hit us, and we were able to give her that,
Yeah.
so that they could finish that project, and she was in tears.
Gee whiz.
So this is Australia.
It is something that you just take for granted, don't you?
Yeah. So
That
there's a lot of these small pockets of
where they
issues.
need help. Yeah, you
Yeah,
think you send your
exactly.
kids off to school and it's all done and dusted and it's all there. So
We have 2 schools that kids are taken out regularly into care,
yeah,
and these kids don't get to go home. They don't get to pack undies and pajamas and soft toys. We have 2 schools that we've given. We call them joy bags,
oh yeah,
so that these kids, when they move around, they have something.
yeah.
Yes.
That's
So
a
we help
great
in
idea.
many different ways, but
Yeah,
there's a lot of need in Australia.
it's amazing. Well,
Yeah.
that's fantastic. And look, we've been talking, hoping to bring something to the sunny coast and get
Yes.
everyone on the sunny coast
Yes.
involved.
Let's go sunny coast.
So
With
so
Tony.
hopefully we can get that sorted.
Yeah.
But and if anyone wants any more information, obviously on your website,
Yep.
bnifoundation.com.au.
Yep.
And then obviously if you're not at the conference, make sure you get to the next one.
Yes.
Do the red
Yes,
walk.
exactly.
And thanks very much
Yeah.
for giving up your time and
Yeah.
speaking to us.
It's my pleasure.
Hopefully this platform sheds a bit more light on
Yeah.
the cause for you,
Yeah.
and we can get a Sunshine Coast movement going.
Great. Thanks for the opportunity.
No worries at all. Thank you.
Bye, Sunshine Coast.
Thanks.